Hi everybody, this is Debbie Happy Cohen at Joy-Based Living, and today is Meditation Monday in our Time to Pause series for 2018. And it says, in 2018, I will intentionally pause. I will intentionally recognize the peace, abundance, and well-being, PAW, that consistently surrounds us. Pause. I will intentionally pause. And that's what we're doing in our Time to Pause series. On Mondays, we're doing meditations. On Wednesday, we're doing joy-based living workouts. And on Fridays, we're doing fairy tales. Hi, Catherine. So, and I've been doing this now since I think the first or the second, whatever was the first Monday in January. And people have spoken to me, at events and things. Oh, I love your fairy tales. And I'm like, well, yeah, I want you to click like or something so I know you're there, because sometimes I feel alone. Hey, Paul. So anyway, it's nice to see that that you're enjoying this, and that's important to me because thanks. I just got a heart across the screen. Yeah. So today I wanted to talk about our inherent worth, and I want to do a meditation about this in, hey Sage, in a way that you might want to listen to it again later. It's not going to feel like a meditation, but if you'll take the time to just go inward while I'm talking, it will feel like a meditation if you let yourself go inward and listen to your body as I speak certain things. I'm going to try to keep it short so that you can re-listen to it again in the future easily. Thank you, Hero. Hero loves to say hi during videos. Okay, so I think that the number one thing that gets in the way of remembering our own worthiness is something that Dr. Brene Brown highlights in her work, which came from someone else whose name I can't remember, but she calls it SFDs, which is in the children's version way, which I like to do on Facebook, would be crappy first drafts. Crappy first drafts, the lies that we tell ourselves about ourselves. And I'm going to bridge a little bit of Brene Brown's work with Mario Martinez's work, and I think you're really going to like this. So one of the things that Brene Brown talks about is the things that we never want to disown or question or doubt about ourselves. And that as a culture we have a tendency to do. And it takes away from our strength and our power. And I wrote this on a little index card. It's lovability. And I can't tell if these are backwards for you or not. I'm going to read them out loud anyway. Lovability, creativity, and your divinity. And what that means is we have a tendency to question, okay, somebody leaves us. And we go, oh, maybe I'm not lovable enough. Or what do I need to do? What did I do wrong? Or, and there's such thing as a healthy sense of inner reflection. Hey, what did I bring to the table here? But there's also that devastating feeling of, oh my gosh, somebody just left me. It just proves I'm not lovable. And we don't necessarily use the words. We might just crawl under the blankets for, a day or a week or a month. Our creativity is something that we've been taught to believe is the worth of our creativity depends on how other people award us for our creativity or grade us for our creativity. Where the truth is that our creativity is our expression that is authentic. I have used creativity for many years in my journals for healing and things like that. And then a few years ago, I had the courage to say on Facebook, I'm going to do 398 paintings from 11/11/11 to 12/12/12, and I'm going to post them on Facebook every day. And that helped me have a breakthrough between painting in my journal and painting in public. By the time I got to the end of the year, people were buying my paintings and there was a lot of excitement about what was being produced. But I had years of practice in my journals of drawing things and using color to help express inside of me what I was really feeling or experiencing. Okay, so if those are the things that we don't want to question, and when we learn to not question those things in ourselves, our lovability, our creativity, and our divinity, we also become more loving and tolerant in the world, where it's not okay to question someone else's lovability or creativity or divinity. That doesn't mean we don't set boundaries. You can listen to last Wednesday's video about that. That doesn't mean that, because sometimes people take it, oh, I'm just going to love everybody. That means everybody can walk all over me. No, it doesn't mean that. What I want you to think about, and this is the SFD or the CFD, the crappy first draft, is when you put out some creativity, or you're about to, or you're thinking about it, what are the voices that come up that might want to stop you? And then the last one, your divinity, is if, some people have been taught, and this has been across many religions, this isn't just, I'm not picking on one, and I'm using Brene Brown's research on this, that when people are told that they are not worthy in God's eyes, basically, a lot of people choose to end up leaving whatever that church is or wherever that message is and finding their own path of divinity. But the point here is that your relationship with God or source or whatever that is to you is yours. It's not something that, it's an important thing to recognize, because if you question your worth because you believe that your source thinks that you're bad, that's going to affect everything else in your life. And so that's a personal choice. And that is something that's worthy of looking at and saying, is this what I want to believe? And what do I want to believe? So now I'm going to bridge this with Mario's stuff. This is where you can go into your body and say, how am I doing this to myself? One of the things we talk about in joy-based living is how we wound ourselves and others through shame, abandonment, and betrayal. These are 3 wounds that go across the board, across the world, through all cultures. We all do it. We have all done it to ourselves. We've all done it to other people. It's all been done to us. I mean, if you say that you haven't experienced one of these, please contact me, because that will make you an anomaly, and I'm interested in anomalies. So if you think about, let's say, your lovability, and you are having a question about your lovability because somebody just rejected you or something like that, how do you wound yourself? This is the self-reflection. This is the thing that you go, how do I lie to myself and I don't even realize that I'm doing it? Another way to say it is, how do I wound myself? Do I shame myself then? Do I tell myself, oh, now I've got to be really perfect? What was that L'Oreal commercial I just saw? I need to put on some more makeup. As you can see, I don't have a problem with wearing makeup. I like enhancing the beauty inside of us. But it's not about trying to cover up something I'm ashamed of. But sometimes we use makeup to perfect so that we can feel lovable. And it's a big difference. So the practice, the meditation, looking at the lies and going, oh, in my creativity, in my expression of creativity, is there part of me that's wanting to express more? I have some friends who are afraid of scribbling. Oh my gosh, if there's not perfectionism all over that, so that I would ask the question, when you are having a desire to have more life in your life and you're ignoring it, and that could be creativity or it could be something else, are you practicing shame, abandonment, or betrayal? This is from Mario Martinez, and I love how he pointed this out, that shame feels hot and humiliating. Does the thought of putting out a piece of creativity make you feel hot and humiliated, as an example? Does it feel cold, which is how abandonment feels? Or does it feel like betrayal? Betrayal is hot and angry. Somebody just tricked you. They promised you something and then they took it back. It doesn't have to be something big. It can be, I'll give you a cookie if you smile for the picture, and then they don't give you a cookie. And now you're pissed and you're 3. It's like, you don't have the word betrayal. It's like, can't trust anybody. And so then you take that into adulthood. So meditating and looking at the lies that you hold or that you have a tendency to get triggered. These can be healed with practicing honor, commitment, and loyalty. So if you find that you have a tendency to get hot and angry, which is betrayal, then you would want to go to, how do I practice loyalty now? Not just how do I practice it like on the outside, okay, I'm going to post a painting or I'm going to do whatever, but how do I flood myself with a feeling of embodied loyalty so I can take ownership of the deeper truth that I'm being loyal to my lovability, creativity, and divinity? How do I practice honor, commitment, and loyalty to my inherent worth, which are, shown in these areas? So I hope this made sense to you. I would love some feedback about it. I hope this was helpful to you. I try to keep things a little bit on the lighter side on Facebook, and I don't use cuss words, as those of you who've taken my classes know that I can cuss like a sailor. But I feel like joy-based living is a place where we should feel comfortable to bring our children if we want to. We keep it clean here on the site. The deeper conversation is happening at base camp, and thank you for being here, and I'll see you on Wednesday for Wednesday workout. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you, Catherine. Yes, very helpful. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.